This is the live podcast with Manuel, living in full expression.
And one day I just got up and went to my manager cabin and I said, I cannot do it. I'm quitting. Now that's because at that point of time, I do not have any job in my hands, but I just stood up there and I quit. Why? I did it because everything was great at the office. It was a stable job. I put it in my words, but I wanted to do something extra.
Welcome to the live podcast with me, your host Manuel, and today I have Dieksha Mishra. Dieksha is founder of the SmartTiff AI, an edtech consulting company that is dedicated in helping people who are coming from the non-tech background into tech. And Mishra's story on how she transitioned from non-tech to tech is an interesting story that we would love to hear how she did that. And so I'm happy to welcome Mishra today on the show. Mishra, it's good to have you on the show today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. So I just talked about a brief of how you founded the SmartTiff company, which is an edtech consulting firm in India. And so just can you give us just a brief of your background and how that happened for you?
Okay, let me just start with my journey then. I'm coming from a non-technical background. I'm just giving you a brief history about before how I started SmartTiff AI. So I completed my graduation in 2016 with geography honors from Delhi University at the esteemed college of Delhi University, that is Shahid Bhagat Singh. I passed out of there. Then I quietly did few jobs and internships related to various domains and industries, uh, like HR, logistics, sales, marketing, e-commerce. So I ended up with a good job at SB General Insurance as an HR executive over there in 2018. So 1 year I worked over there, and everyone was, pursuing me. Yeah, you have to go and do your post graduation. So, all right, like, okay, we can. I need to complete my degree and everything. So I was just looking out for a very good course because I always wanted to do MBA. So in a particular thing, I wanted to learn something because all the after graduation, those 4 years, 4 to 5 years gave me a good edge regarding the technical space, regarding the non-technical space, the management skills I have honed within those my internships and my job periods. So I wanted to learn something new, something different. So I looked upon various courses related to it. So I was just sitting at my desk and there was less work, so I was just scrolling through my phone and I was going. There is an article came up on artificial intelligence and how it is disrupting, how it's going to disrupt the future or the upcoming disruption is going to take place with that with this technology. So I started learning about AI. Then I got very curious. Now, like I just had a very huge gut feeling about it that this is going to disrupt everything in the upcoming years. So AI is going to be everywhere, and I want to learn. So I just determined in my mind that I want to learn this, and I was just finding out those courses related to AI. I found out this course in 2019 regarding MBA in International Business with Artificial Intelligence from MIT University. So I thought that is something amazing. Okay, the universe is giving me a signal, a sign to
Yeah,
do something
yeah.
about my passion. So I just enrolled myself and I got in. And that was the wow factor for me that amazingly that I got into AI. And me coming from a non-technical background, and that was the best part of the course. It changed everything. When I entered MIT and in my class, I did for confused and everything, I got to know that it is not me. There are other five people. So this course has been involved with such different people with non-technical background.
Yeah.
And it was a pilot batch. So we were the pilot batch over there. And that was the best part because it gives you an edge to learn something and, to look creative. So I was so super excited about it because the technical part I never known about it. So about the Python, about Power BI, about Camly, about the tools which we are working MySQL. I got to learn in those 2 years of my post graduation. I even created chatbot, a basic chatbot for my dissertation project. Was a very huge turning point because it was an integration of the management and technical course. So I chosen my specialization into AI because I really wanted to it. That is, I want to make my career shift into AI. So I created that chatbot, and it took me around 3 months, day and night, to even create a simple chatbot using the Rasa framework. Because it is a framework which is made up of two languages, NLP and NLE. So I created that and presented it at my university, and it was very well welcomed over there. And then my teachers were quite happy that I made it because it was just a basic part. Because when we learn about AI, we just do the coding part, the model building part. We don't know the deployment. So that is a little bit a tricky one. So I didn't, at that point of time, I didn't learn it about it, but I did try my best. So I made a basic chatbot on e-commerce industry. Presenting a food order. If you give a food order like a Zomato or maybe a Swiggy, just maybe Uber Eats, you just put up an order and you get a chat message that your order has been received, it's preparing and those ones. So that kind of a system. So yes, it took me 3 months and nobody, because it was everything is so new and I was not coming from a pure technical background. So yes, the terminologies were very overwhelming at first, but I tried to manage it out. I um I got stuck into some problem. Like I'm not able to understand us what is bag of words or tokenization, those terminologies, what
Mm.
is specifically being used in while making a chatbot. So I went out to the world. Yeah, at that point of time in 2019 and 21, ChatGPT was just born. Okay, so it was just a bud at that point of time. It came in 22, not even in 21. I passed on in 21. So at that point of time, Google and Stack Overflow were our, key essentials
Yeah.
for a developer. So I went over there, I posted the queries. Okay, this helped me out to make me a simple understanding about it, what it is going on. So luckily, I randomly just posted on my LinkedIn that this is the problem which I'm facing. Can you just help me out? Can anyone just please tell me what exactly this problem or this error is? Can you just make me understand? And it is my network, touchwood, it was quite a helpful one. And I got a good person, and he told me that no, this is how it's going to be do. This is how it is done, and this is going to be how we're going to make it. And that point of time, I got a good understanding. Okay, how it's being moved. So that's how it all came about. And that was a turning point for me that I wanted to do something into AI itself. I do not want to, get out from this field because I always had a knack back in my childhood days about technology, about computers, but I never got a, I my career is kind of a spiral, you can say spirals. So it took me quite years to understand where my passion truly lies in. So after my graduation, post graduation completed in India, if you do not have a job after MBA, people will think you are doing nothing. So that's an ideology. So I had to find a job. I got an opportunity again with SBI Life Insurance because I already previously worked with another branch of the group. So they hired me as an assistant manager for marketing for a go-to market strategies, creating and analyzing their market trends, doing their competition analysis, internal and external. So, having a technical background, it gave me an edge, of course. At that point of time, it was a huge
Yeah.
edge because everybody, AI was growing up. And then 22 ChatGPT hits up. So, I worked over there in around 2 years, maybe. And one day, I just got up and went to my manager cabin and I said, I cannot do it. I'm quitting. Now, that's because at that point of time, I do not have any job in my hands. But I just stood up there and I quit. Why? I did it because everything was great at the office. It was a stable job. I put it in my words. But I wanted to do something extra. I wanted to follow my passion because what kind of the technologies I have got into and the skills which I had, it was not justifying the role which I was doing better.
Yeah.
So I'm planning and going into the technical field like a data analytics or maybe a business analytics person. I was not able to get the job at that point of time because the market was very low. I was so thrilled about it that this is my passion and I'm not able to get into it. And because it was only one reason, because of the qualification, I'm not
Yeah.
coming from a pure technical background.
Yeah.
And that was it majorly hit me.
Yeah.
Just because of a qualification, I'm losing on jobs. I'm not able to follow my passion.
Mm.
The world is not giving me that chance. So it hit me hard at that point of time. So I just jumped up there and I said, "Wait." And after my probation and everything, leaving and all, and after my last day, I just went to a coffee shop and I was just sitting the next day. Now I'm jobless. I do not have any money. How would I manage my bills? How would I, buy things? And what am I gonna do? So I was just, sitting there from 10 a.m. till 8 in the evening, sitting and just analyzing what I have made. It was the worst decision. It was a bad decision, what it is. And then I came up with a question I have asked. There was this subject in my post graduation design thinking, and our professor told us that whenever you want to create something or innovate something, you have to find a problem. Because when you are a business minded people, your business minded focus on business problems when you find a solution. So you have to ask the question, why? Why a user need it, why a user demand it, why this product is suitable for the market. So that why question, it is, you have to ask five whys about to reach out to the root cause problem. So I asked that to myself during that analytics because of course that thing it does not go away, it is in my blood now.
Yeah.
So I analyze it myself, my whole journey, and I asked why. First one, do you want to do a job? And the answer was very prompt to no, I cannot do a job anymore any longer. Okay, now what do you want to do? Now I have completed my graduation. Now I know this. Now I want to start something of my own. And that is from scratch. It does not matter how much time it's going to take. It does not matter how much, about finances. We will talk it later, but I want to start something of my own and give it back to the world. So what do you want to do actually? So that is the third why, which I was, dealing with myself, asking questions to myself. So what do you want to do? Because as an entrepreneur, you are out there in the world, you are solving the problems. So what kind of a problem you are thinking that you are seeing around
Want to
your
solve? Yeah.
environment that you can solve it and give
Yeah.
it back to the society at the same time. So after a quite 30 minutes or 45 minutes longer analysis, I found out that the problem was me. means my career journey. So yes, being coming from a non-technical
Yeah.
background, and I wanted to go move into tech, make my career shift, but there was, no guidance
Mm,
actually. When you ask teachers, professors, or even the friends, family, they also don't know. They'll say, oh, do whatever you want to do. What is your passion? Like, I don't know. I want to do this, but how? Okay, that is, I know my passion. Some people don't know, some people does, but I was the one who knows what I want. So I know what I want, but how should I get there? How? Give me a pathway. And there was none. There was you actually none. Like you cannot ask ChatGPT to give you a pathway actually to, give you a journey. As of right now you
as of
can
yeah,
ask, of
you
course,
can,
they're going
yeah.
to
But
tell
then it
you.
wasn't possible. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. So in 23, I started like out this question. The problem is me, my journey, my career pathway. If there was some organization or maybe some platform which could have guided me out, so that would have been great. I didn't like I said I have done a lot of certifications and lot of attended some conferences as well related to AI and business during my post graduation years and of course after that too. But it was not helpful. That it was so generic. Like it was so generic, it was not meaningful to me. So that's how SmartTiff AI was born. I thought, let me give the world, let me give the society a platform where all the non-technical people will come up, will can join in, and we will help them seamless career transition into the technical world. It does not matter for which background you are. It's just that if you have a passion and determination you want to go into, we can, give you a right pathway according to your skill set, according to your needs, and according to your requirements. So that's how the term personalized and customized was also born in that. So our Smartify main USP is that we provide a personalized and customized learning solution for the people coming from a non-technical background and who wants a career transition into AI, ML, data analytics, and business analytical tools, into any tech roles, in fact. Yeah, so we have a diversified range of services which we provide on individuals and corporate basis. So whether it may be, majorly it is about training plans. Of course, we have three training plans, which is very hot selling. Is one of the obviously just the job ready one. Quick starter that is a 1 month plan. Job ready that is a 3 months, and we are career builder 360 degree that is a 6 months plan. So these are all customized as per your requirement because your journey is entirely different. Of course it is because every individual is different and
Yeah.
so their career should be.
Yeah.
You are unique, so your career should be unique too. It
Yeah.
cannot be generic. It cannot be similar. It will be unique as always, as you are. So that is how this whole concept was born in, and that is how the Smartify was
Amazing.
back in 23, and it's been a year now.
Oh, that's amazing. So so take us through the journey of how you now started the company itself. Now you left your job, you had no money. Here you are in a coffee shop asking questions, and then you have to start solving a problem that you think you are the problem and you want to provide solution to yourself. So how did you start this company with no money down? How did you go about it?
Yes. So, yes, it's been a year now, and we have been doing great things at SmartTiff AI. The journey of starting a company with no finance, with zero cost, it took a while. Of course, being a technical person, still, you will need a workforce, you need good team members for your company to work and to run. So at start, it was me and my dream, and of course, one of my friend. He supported me a lot. So he also started at the same time when I started it. So he started his own digital agency, and I started it out with me. So we are now collaborating with each other.
Wow.
So that was a really amazing. journey for all, for both of us actually, because we started at the same time. We were all both building our own teams, our own strategies, our own clientele according to that. My first question was, okay, the first and foremost that you always need to register your company. You have to do all the document, all the formalities,
Yeah,
legal
yeah,
formalities should be done and it should be done on time. You cannot skip it because it is very essential part of it because it gives you an entry. Okay, your company is born. So that was
yeah,
the legal part. It took me around 6 months and everything. So before that, the idea like how the training should be there, what kind of services my company will be providing to the users. So
yeah,
that would be lot and lot of discussions, lot and lot of changes were made. Like I was not happy with this plan, I was not happy with this service. Then we stepped out, as soon as the registration and everything was done and the company was born. And so when we were discussing about the website, okay, now I want for the website because people always give you an edge, and of course, it's going to create a credibility in the market, have a website or something to show off. So I was rather than just going for a landing page, I wanted, a full-fledged website because that quite makes sense for other one to understand it that this company actually exists and they are doing something
yeah,
great.
yeah,
So that one head into it started with the service. Our first service was CV creation because I thought this is the basic one and everybody requires it. And actually, my intuition again, it got very, very lucky, you can say, quite correct, bullseye. With the initial phases, we actually, you can say, I was just building up the team, and the initial phases of it was quite a push. I have to make a lot of pushes and efforts into land upon one single sale. And
yeah,
when I did it, it was amazing. It was no going back. Then uh, I was getting clients at a rate. Wow, I cannot tell you that people were going crazy about it. Okay, please can you make my CV? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you go and do my LinkedIn optimization? Can you do that for me? Because this is something very essential. So our major services which we were providing, that was a CV creation, digital portfolio. Now, what is a digital portfolio? For a technical person, it should be a LinkedIn optimization, GitHub optimization, where you put all the codes and all the works over there. Your LinkedIn is a professional ebook, or you can say everything is there. Everybody, every recruiter nowadays, even if you look up for any candidate, you always go and search their LinkedIn profile. Okay, what you have done so far? Is it your resume? Is your matching up or not? So resume is not only the key, criteria right now. It is just another criteria of addition to it. Okay, this is something. Now, how will we be going to verify this information which is written on a resume that it is saying similar is on your social prints on? So that was the whole idea that it should be there. So that's how we came up with this, and then of course training plans because if we any skills you want to learn, it quite takes time. So will it be a single, maybe a Power BI, maybe a Tableau, or maybe a Gen AI? Say you want to learn about ChatGPT or prompts, you know, it's gonna take time. So it will take time around 3 months to learn a particular skill in that. So 3 months is a very good time to learn any skills, and at the same time you implement it. Our motto was quite different from other competitors, other market leaders actually, because they were just selling you the courses, the generic material, or the courses which are offered by the universities, right? What we were doing, we were giving you an opportunity to learn by doing it. So we are going to give you lots and lots of projects at the start. Actually, we will just give you a data, random data set to you, and we will tell you have to figure it out. But how you're going to create it? How you gonna fix this problem? That will develop the mindset of finding and the analytical mindset or the problem solving mindset will be get developed by the end of the user. Okay, this is the problem, or this is something a real world problem, a real world challenge. This is how it looks like, and this is how I need to do, right? So we are building and training people on that. So that is the major approach of ours. So that was the initiated or started out. Now the website is made. Now I'm looking forward for my core team. So initially the money which I have saved from my past works, I just but for the financial purpose, so I've just segregated those amounts and for the created a budget. Like is for the marketing, what kind of a budget I require, for the sales, what kind of a budget is required, or for the operations, basic operation, miscellaneous, and everything, what kind of other budgets are required. Of course, you have to do a financial planning so that if there are any bad debts or if there are any, bad days are going to come up, then how you're going to survive your company? You cannot leave it, right? So I quite make a plan on that, and business plan was made, and everything was done. Then it was a chance for having a core team. I started out with my HR. So for my HR, I was, looking for a right person who can actually handle everything. Because HR is the backbone of any organization. If you have a good amount of an HR, a person who is very good intellect and who is actually good with people and understanding it, the people's management is there, you know, that will help you a lot uh, to make your business thrive because at the back end, that person will handle. If you're there, if you're not there, that person will handle it and make sure that your work goes. So I end up with my first intern because my motto is that I always hire intern, not any professional. Why? Because young people brings young energy, new ideas, and we have Gen Zs now. We have Alpha, Beta. Oh my God, a lot of generation is already going on. So yes, of course, they have lot and lot of uh, energies, proactiveness, and so much hustle are there. And if you just guide them up in a right
Yeah.
direction, it's gonna help you out.
Yeah.
So by concept was that I need to hire those kind of a people with that kind of proactive mindset. Of course, there will be. So I got my HR, and her name is Samagi. She joined as an intern, and now she has. It's been a year, and she has become our HR manager. So that is an amazing journey for her. She has learned a lot. She has evolved a lot. So yes, that was the best part of it. Then the comes about the technological team, setting up the tech team. Of course, any organization wants a tech team. You cannot do anything, everything on
Yeah.
your own. So I started out with my consultants. So who can be my consultant? Who can be my educational content creators? Who can become my business developers? So all of the places I have in. Then others, he is now a consultant at SmartTiff AI, but he joined as an education content creator. He created content for learning materials, for learning resources. Now he's a consultant. He handled every department so well that I cannot. Like it's really amazing that you have him on. So now I don't have to, put in much effort into micromanagement because these guys handle it very. Now my focus is entirely on a different aspect. So at that point of time, we were just looking for clients, training them,
Yeah.
building their CV, working on that. So that was an initial phase. Okay, we have just started out. The money is slowly and slowly coming up. Now we were just thinking, now what should we can do, which is it can be different. Okay. Now there were at that point of time in this like last year itself, 24, the AI tools were on, even it's still now the AI tools are on or always trending. You can see about Nano Banana, Google has just launched about another AI tool. So at that point of time, I wanted, year back that what kind of a thing which I can also give it out to the world, again, something to the society. So we have created a CV analyzer, and it was a bit part, and these kids have made it, and they made it slow, flawlessly. That it is amazing that it's working. That's somebody, an experience of professional of 10 years or 15 years has been built. I can see that. So they have made it so flawlessly. Everything is connected. Everything is smooth. CV Analyzer is made, or it is integrated on our website. LinkedIn Optimizer has been made and integrated on our website. GitHub Analyzer, we have just created and integrated on our website. So these are the tools which we have made so far, and we are still creating more. So yeah.
Wow.
So that this
Wow.
journey of from zero to one to two, it is amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
a baby, or maybe when you nurture a tree and it's
Yeah.
grow with right amount of water,
Yeah.
sunshine, and everything that is required.
Yeah.
It's like that.
You are listening to the live podcast with Manuel. Tell us, how does it feel like being a woman entrepreneur in India? What are the challenges you faced so far?
Being an being an Indian entrepreneur, it is really, really amazing. It is tough. It's not easy. It does seem easy that, okay, now you have started out a company, you registered it. Now you can say to the world that you are, an entrepreneur or a woman entrepreneur. You're there. You're a founder of a company. It is easy to say that, but lots of people cannot digest it. You know? So, in India, it is like it's difficult because we have always have a kind of a challenge, an obstacle. This is something that we always have in our mind, that we need to prove to somebody. We need to prove to the other person that we are certain equivalent, more capable than you are. So that is a problem which we always, as a woman, face nowadays. But uh, now I think it is, we can see that women are growing way more faster, doing great things at business world rather than only the males are doing, because in India it is a male patriarch. It is a male patriarchy society, house making part. But it is not like that anymore. Everyone now the teenagers are making businesses. So what we can, we can do that. Like, we are on a very advancement level, and we are growing a lot and a lot. And of course, there are challenges when, when you go up to a meeting, or go up to conference. People always say, okay, this is a women entrepreneur. Okay, what do you do? Okay, is this easy or it is not easy? It is, and especially women who are in tech, they always like this, they're like, can you do it? When do you have that kind of a knowledge? So they have that kind of a question on their faces. Of course, they won't ask you at upfront, but of course, those questions are always in their head. Like, can you do it? Of course, we can do it. Why not? Like, my question is like, okay, if you are thinking anything about me, or generic whatever what I do or what I don't do as a woman, or how long you want to judge me, please judge me. Go ahead. I do not have any problems. I cannot stop anybody's thinking, of course. So it is. I must say, it's really difficult to cope up with, but yes, we manage it easily. That's not a problem.
What major business challenge have you faced that felt daunting, and how were you able to go around solving that challenge?
About brand awareness and about sales. Of course, sales are always a key factor for any business.
Yeah.
That is a very main challenge which I have, faced so far, because personalization and customization are also on a very edge. Even Baidu has also launched their personalization products like 3.0 or something. And then other education industries are also doing something personalized and customized solutions, providing to the world. Of course, my idea is not like only the one. Everybody else is also doing the same. But it's that it just creates how different you are from them. What makes you different. The major challenges is about sales. Of course it is. I'm gonna say that because if you can tap to the right, that your right person, that your right target audience, then it is a challenge to reach out to them nowadays, because there's so much content creators. micro influencers are out there in the market, that you need to reach out to them. You need to, grab that kind of an attention, to tell them for that education is important, whether it is you are learning from, outside or from school or from, external or internal. The education, it is really, really important. And especially into AI. Now, AI has been incorporated into, to the students, like from the sixth class and onwards, eighth class and onwards. In India, so institutions and schools are also providing facilities that students should learn about AI, what is AI, and how you can create an AI system or AI agent, or start coding. So yes, so reaching out to those people, to our target audience, is always a major challenge for any business because it is evolving, and it is evolving at a rapid.
Were there time you felt discouraged in this journey so far
Discouraged
that
most of the
you
time. Most of the time I felt discouraged. But yes, the major part was, I started out and everything was in. So when but the website was running, I installed that, the payment system, the gateway. I thought the next day the sale will be happening, and it went out 1 week. 1 week was there, no sale. 2 weeks, no sale. There's no transaction. 3 weeks, no transaction. And I was like, why people are not, buying from my website? What is happening? So that was a major disappointment. And I told my friend that I just told Saurabh, who has made my website and how I'm handling my marketing aspect. I just showed him why it is not happening. Why it is not happening. Tell me why it is not happening. So he was like, it will happen. You just be patient enough. It will happen. And then suddenly there was a transaction was made out from my website. And it was like, okay, now it is happening. Now it's working. Now people are loving my idea. So whenever I used to, tell about the other persons, or, to the new people about my idea, how it is, I know what I'm doing. So they always are very much excited about it. Okay. And the same thing, the same excitement, I'm always showing, getting on my website analytics. So last week, for a week, it was around, I think, 10K plus views on it, or the visits on it. Now it's been reached around 70 to 22 views on my website. So yes, so majorly people are, the top countries which I can make people are actually visiting my websites are from India, of course, from USA, from China, from Singapore, from Hong Kong, from everybody, from UK. And it is amazing to see that people are actually looking to it. So
yeah.
yes, when I see those numbers, it gives me a satisfaction. Okay, I'm doing something. The major disappointment actually it hit me about the website, and second, why the sales is not constant. So in the business, the sales should be a constant part. If you do not have a constant sale, then there is no point of doing the business. But it does not happen. Actually, in the real life, it does not happen like it. It
Mm,
takes time. It takes a
mm.
slow process. So that was, I started, and that is the major disappointment. Like it does not happen like the next day you start earning. Okay. So yeah, that was my major disappointment.
Okay, so looking at where the company is now and the team you have, what would you say is the future of your company? Where are you looking at taking SmartTiff AI to in the next
Uh,
few years?
my future for SmartTiff AI, it's amazing. I think it's bright. It is very, very bright. Of course, I want to go out after 3 years, or maybe down the 5 years, when we get a very good income, revenue in the organization, and it is a very good, revenue which I'm telling you, a good number, maybe in 100K, or maybe more than that. So that is the our target. So if we achieve that in within the span of 5 years, then I would like to span SmartTiff AI in every part of India. first we will start with India, and then we will go out, local to global. Then we will target the global markets. Of course, we are actually doing with good, service from from local markets and as well as international markets as well. But as of now, we want to, if you were, asking me about what my goal and what I'm seeing about SmartTiff AI, is that I want to have every office or every small institution, name on SmartTiff AI to be put it in a locally in the Indian market and as well in the international market as well. I want to create a sub branches of SmartTiff AI all over it for the
Okay.
first 5 years that I want to create all branches, small branches of SmartTiff AI across all over India and then to the international market as well.
Amazing. Okay, so for someone listening to you right now who is thinking of starting a business or launching into doing something like you are doing, who is encouraged by your story, what steps would you give the person on how to go about launching out on their dreams as well?
If you are listening to me, of course, like you wish you all the best for it. If you are want to start something on your own, of course, you always be determined. Do not feel that have faith in you. Have faith in what you are doing. Have faith in your skills. That is the most important positive vibe you can say, encouragement, which self encouragement you can give it to yourself, that you should have faith in yourself. You know that your skill is, you are the expert of it and nobody else is, and that's what make you different, and that's how you're going to grow. And always try to follow your passion, because you never know when your passion is going to bloom like a flower. Where you don't know when your passion is going to give you lots and lot of money. There are so many people, they always stuck in the same job, same old job, which they're not, love about it. But they're just doing so that they can pay out the bills or take care of their family or the household. But their true passion, they cannot achieve it. They even not try to. Even they try to, they fail, so they come back. Not a bad thing to fail. It is a good thing you fail. That if you fail for 99 times, of course you're going to have a success at 100th time. And that is the true nature of how you can be successful in life. You have to always cut down the noises. And a little bit of technical term in analysis, we always cut out the noises. Noises means the outliers, means the things which we do not want, that is useless. So always try to cut out, find out those outliers in your life, and always try to cut out all the, if in your case, the intoxic people, the thoughts, majorly the thoughts, the negative thoughts, try to, put it aside and put it in a container and just try to think logically how you can make it, how you can combine your current job with your passion. Side by side, how can you handle it? How much your family is going to support you, or how you can support yourself. I think you will be great at it.
Okay, so you left your job without having a
Yeah.
savings. For somebody who is listening to you, who might want to say, okay, I want to leave my job as well and go start up something, what would be your advice to such a person?
Don't do that. First of all, don't do that.
Why? Why would you
See,
say that? Because you did that?
I did that, of course, because I got lucky. I did it on a hinge. I just did it on a gut feeling. I
Yeah,
don't know the other person's gut feeling is that much strong or not,
yeah.
because of that kind of mindset. Because I live with my family. I'm a middle class girl. I live with a middle class family, so but I have my family to support me, do all the chores and everything else is being done. I do not need to take care of the home and everything. So yes, I can have an edge to leave that kind of a job. But somebody who is, your family is depending on you. You are the bread earner, or maybe you are doing a lot of work at your home rather than you're managing work-life balance. It is difficult for you. So I that's why I said it in the first place. Don't do that. I did it rationally because I have an edge to do that. Uh, I want you to do what you feel like is right. if you think that at this point of time, it is time to change your career and you want to do something different, you want to start your own business, you can do that. You start planning out it. Because before planning, doing something any rationally, yeah, it is not advisable. You have to create a proper plan towards it. Like I did, I took another year. I started, register my company in 24. I took almost a year from 23 to 24 about what I want in my company. I researched everything. So you have to be very good researcher if you are, owning your own business, even owning your own bakery, owning your own store. You should be very good at it, and you should be know exactly what that you are doing. It's what you are doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you to convey to you and give you an encouragement into that. That you should be know what is your financial position are and how you're going to create a budget for all the operations of the business. You should be thinking about the use of technology. You should be thinking about all the external and internal factors because it is very important to have a very sustainable and stable income or a business to grow, because whatever thing you are starting out, it should be growing. That's why I just give you an example of a plant. Always see business as a plant, as a seed, that you are putting a seed in a mud and you're just watering it with a good amount of water, sunlight and everything, so it is growing. So one day it will be growing as a tree. It will give you fruits. That's how the whole process is, and that's how I see it. Older. Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be also advisable to say that you start the business by the side while you do your normal job? Is it something that you could
Yeah.
also advise?
Yes, yes, you can do it. As of right now, anybody can become an affiliate marketer or an influencer or a micro influencer while you're still doing your normal job. If your job gives you that much amount of time, say 1 hour or 2 hours, and you think you can start, doing your passion in that 2 hours, slowly and slowly, steadily, steadily, but consistently. Not like you started this week and then next week you're going to drop it off. Don't do that. Do it consistently. If you're, learning a new skill, learn it for then those 2 hours. It is for you. You wanted to do for yourself. If you wanted to, start a business, then you need to think on it at a very calm mind, at very rational mind, at a very practical mind. Okay, these are the things. This is the practicality. This is what I have, and this is what I can give to my business. How much time in a day or in a week, how much hours I can give it to my business so that I can focus and have a full concentration. Slowly and steadily, you can do that. And then, of course, starting a business, it costs you a lot about the finances. You have to wait up, like, for your salary. If your salary is, say, 100 rupees, then you need to divide it into an equal amount so that you can put that amount into your business as well. And slowly, steadily, it will grow.
It's interesting. You are listening to the live podcast with Manuel. So, knowing what you know now, Mishra,
Uh,
what would be your advice to your younger self, Mishra 18, Mishra 17? What would you tell Mishra with all you know now?
that you should have chosen science rather than commerce. And you could have gotten into some tech or something like that kind of a degree. And then you could have, made it to Microsoft or maybe to Google.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a choice which I made it so far. But it's okay that I wanted to, to my younger self, that your truly passion was lying into computers, into technology. You should not leave.
Yeah.
So, that was so for my younger self. And if I go and for the future, and if I go for my, the elder, or you can say the more mature self, that you have come across a long way. Now you know exactly what you want. Now you are where you are actually right now. So
Hmm.
I do hope you are content, happy, and satisfied.
Hmm.
That is the major
Yeah.
part.
Wow. You talked about consistency and why it's important. Can you just throw more
Right.
light on why one needs to be consistent in whatever he or she is doing to develop his or her business?
You have to be consistent in life because consistency gives you determination, gives you concentration, and gives you a power of thinking. So slowly and slowly, whenever you learn any skill, be it any skill, you learn it daily by 1 hour. So you just calculate it. If you do it, one day you're just learning for 1 hour, and in 30 days you're going to learn about 30 hours. So in a year, how much hours you're going to learn on that particular skill, and you're going to soon master it like nobody else can. You even the better than the other person. And if you can create something out of it, something out of that skill, and it is the beautiful piece. If you can something create a beautiful piece or maybe a beautiful art, but you have to spend that kind of time, that kind of an effort. Because why only 30 minutes or 15 minutes? People also say that you should, give you 15 minutes hour daily, you should study or you should learn or you should do something, because it gives you mind and a habit that okay, this those 15 minutes I need to be concentrated on this topic. This is the concentration. And then when your analytical mind is open up, when a human mind, psychologists say that when your human mind is open up and is concentrated in those 15 minutes, you can learn anything and grasp it very quickly, and it's going to stay with you. You won't forget it. You have to just that you need to understand the concept behind it, why it is doing. You have to be very clear what you want, because nobody, any third person, not even your family member, even your husband or even your wife, even your children, is going to tell you what exactly you need to do. It's you who you need. You need to find your own self, what you want to do, what you want in life, what you want to do in life. Nobody else is going to, give you, a right, push you that you should become a doctor or you should become an engineer or you should become an any. You should know what you want. Maybe you don't want to become a doctor, you want to become a writer. Maybe you do not want to, sit at a desk job. You want to explore, you want to become an influencer. So, yes, I think consistency plays a quite role. If you're consistent in any skill, it's going to make you, you know, uh, a perfect person in that particular skill. It's going to make you an expert in that. That you know it. Now you can learn more beyond it. You can go in more depth of it. So yes, consistency gives you a lot and lot of concentration, lot and lot of uh, encouragement, because it clear your concepts. So yes, it is very very important skills. If anybody, if any person is very consistent with their work or with their whatever you are doing, so it gives you an edge over other people, because you are always on you. Automatically your body, your mind will always get on an alert mode, so you will be aware with your surroundings, with your habitat. So you will start, you start becoming quiet and you will start observing people. And when you start observing people, you will find it very funny that what they are actually doing, and that actually happens. So it gives you a very it is good for your mental health.
Who are those who have influenced your journey as an entrepreneur? Are there people you look up to that you're learning from? Who are they? And then what books are you reading?
Okay. So who has influenced me? Whom I look up to? I want to answer this question. I always look up to my father. He's a very, very great man. He knows exactly what he is doing. He knows he loves to talk to people, and I also love to talk to people. So this is a kind of a trait which I have got from him. He always says to me, when I was a kid, that you never jump on a conclusion. You always arrive at it. So that is a very good, great advice which he has given to me, and I always follow it. So that's why whenever I'm in a situation which I don't know, or maybe I need to, which is a very difficult situation. Say, there was this situation with within my company. We wanted to present, do a demo on the CV analyzer, but it was not working at that point of time. So I listened to every of my devil. Now we cannot do it. How we are going to do it now in the next, tomorrow is the meeting and everything. Can we do it on a QR code? If we can share in that, then it will be more easy if they can scan it on their phone and they can upload it if it is not working on our system, but it is working on there, right? So, like, yeah, that quite makes sense. So I listen to it, everybody's problem. Like now, I need to have a calm mind and put it in a solution. So that was a tricky part. So I made that call. So yes, arriving at a conclusion of any problem or any thing, it is really important. So that is my father and with whom I always look up to. The people who have encouraged me of is the people who have most criticized. So the people who majorly criticized me, I always look up to them. Okay, now what is more, which is not in me? What is more? It is the majorly the criticized people, and I was like, yeah, okay, they always give me and point out, okay, this is what you're not doing. This is you cannot do, Diksha. This is you cannot do. I actually tell you about those people. They have given me a good advice at some point of time that I'm not suitable enough for doing an AI course. I should go for a management, go for the choose my specialize as management, not as technical part. AI, if it is not your understanding and all, if you're facing a problem. I was like, I'm facing a problem, but that doesn't mean that I do not want to pursue it. I want to pursue it. I want to learn it. It is not like that I'm creating a rocket. It is not a rocket science. Of course, it is an AI technology. It is about some math, and I always love math. So I did that, and it gave me a good encouragement that I should learn more. I should learn better. That I will prove you that I am very much this thing made for it. So now I did. And it was really amazing. I got the degree in AI. Like, now look at it. I got a degree in AI. What do you got? So, yes, yes. So I always look up to my these criticizers because you should have it those people in your life. If you do not,
Yeah.
then there is no competition. Then there is no
Yeah.
nothing else will be there in life. You have to who's
Yeah.
going to push you. Either your friends or
Yeah.
family is going to push you, but you will like okay, you can give them a taken for granted for pushing you up. But the criticized people, they are going to push you to your limits. Like you can,
Yeah.
if you want to prove to somebody else, you will go to the limits to prove them that you are right.
Yeah.
So that is
Yeah.
something which I have in me. I don't know if it is a good thing or it is a bad thing, but it is something in me. So yes, I do that. So that's why I always believe in. If you have heard about The Godfather, if I've seen that movie, keep your friends close but your enemies closer. So that kind
Closer.
of a person, right?
Okay, so what books have Bishra been reading, or what books have you read in the line of your business, or that motivate you and
I
inspire you?
have read about this sales book. It was from a practical from by Aaron author. I forget his name, but it was related to the sales book because I wanted to know that how sales is how you can make a warm calls, cold calls, or warm emails or cold emails. How it is, the process should be. So it was a story, it was a practical example about the Salesforce. So how the Salesforce was created at that point of a time and how it changed over the time. How their sales department, how they reached out to the B2B companies and everything. So it was a story about Salesforce. So that's why that was the one thing which I, always seem to learn on it. Then I'm not a book. I'm not a person who is have a very who loves book. I don't love book. I cannot read book. My books are like if I start reading like one book, it will be completed in 1 year. So I'm that kind of a person. So I stay away from book. I cannot read it. It's a very difficult for me, but of course it is for the business. Then I have to
Yeah.
start building a habit to reading it. So
Yeah.
if I get to, discontinued it for another 4 months, 5 months, or maybe a year,
Yeah.
I always remember where I left off. That I know. That is fixed in my head. If I open that book, I know where I left it.
Yeah.
So that is something in me. So I do that. So that is a one book which I have still, working on it. Majorly for the sales part, I always do. Now I'm looking forward for learning about Gen AI and prompt engineering. Of course, I'm an AI practitioner myself, but still learning about these new technologies is also always gonna give me an upper hand because we always do it,
Yeah.
use chat GPT, Gemini, sometimes Claude or Perplexity. So what kind of these, tools are there? What is LangChain and everything, LangChain models? What are the LLM models are there? Even in the Anaconda is a platform where you can create your idol, you can create your books into it. They are also doing some LLM models. They have their own models. But those are those. So technology is changing. So I always wanted to learn. If something new in the market, I want to try. So there was this nano banana came in. So I wanted to try what is a nano banana. So I learned by, some PDFs of some stories or maybe some articles or maybe a blog or post. Books, very rare.
All right. So, in a way of wrapping up, I want to ask you two questions. Number one, what is your definition of success? What is success to you? And number two, what would you look back to say this is the legacy you want to leave behind?
Success. Success is not about shortcuts. Of course, it is not. Success is also not about only hard work. I think it is about smart work. Nowadays, as per this time, many people have told me, many professors, many teachers have told me that I'm a hard worker. I always burn the midnight oil. And that is true because that's where my determination comes from. In success, consistency is also important. It is very important. Gives you an edge from different people because if you start learning, start do learning, but by doing it. I always follow the practical example. If I learn something practical, if I learn the skill and I applied it immediately, then it's gonna stay with me. Then it's gonna then I can tell that I know this. So yes, me success is when you're gonna have when you do not need to worry that you know about money, about finance. Of course, success for me is when you achieve a level of financial security in your life, at a peace in mind, and of course have a healthy lifestyle. So that is a success is for me in that. And it requires consistency. So yes, it is there.
What do you see as your
What's
legacy?
but yes, I want that if my legacy people should you should remove this word from your dictionary, from your mind. That is, if somebody says you are not going to do it right away. Put your heart and soul into it and you do it. I think that is the legacy which I'm going to leave behind for my colleagues, for my team members, for my family. That never quit. Have an attitude of never quitting,
Wow.
and always say that I am possible.
Thank you. So before we leave, what's your last word to somebody who is listening to you right now? And secondly, how would people connect with SmartTiff AI if they want to get in touch with you? But first, you need to talk to someone who is listening to you right now. What's your last word to such a person? And then you tell us how to get in touch with you.
Okay, so if you're listening to me, my last word will be: it is difficult to keep a positive mind and positive attitude. Always, there always be when you start, go for something different. You start looking for something different. You wanted to do something different. You want to change something. Now, as soon as there is change, there is always this kind of feeling that it is impossible. That you know you cannot do it. You always get discouraged. You do not have faith at that point of time when you think you are in the mud or you are in the dark. Just remember that if you are the one who you can pull it out of from the dark side or from the dark side, nobody else can. There is no one in this planet is going to be saved by right side by. It is you who you are on your own, and you need to fix it. That's it. Nobody's going to help you out. You are the one who is going to help yourself out. So you have to push yourself to the limits that yes, we can do it. You always have to have kind of a determination mindset. And of course, when anybody wants to contact me
Wow.
or connect with me, I am available on my LinkedIn. I am available on my website. You can get the contact number and contact details from my website, or you can directly connect with me via my on WhatsApp. That is your number 836-816-2544 +91, the country code. Or you can write an email to me, DIEKSHAPRIY.
Wow. So if somebody who has listened to our program today reach out to you, do you have a special discount or special offer you're going to give the person?
Yes, of course. You will get the 50% off on all our services.
Amazing. So that's a great opportunity. So if you're listening to us today and you are from the non-tech, you want to transition to the tech part, Mishra is ready to receive you and you're going to get 30% discount on her services. So take advantage of that and reach out to Mishra. Mishra, I must say thank you so much for being on the show today. And I'm so happy you shared your journey with us and you have become an inspiration to someone who had listened to you today. And I look forward to connecting with you again to talk about the stories you've achieved in the next 2 to 3 years ahead with SmartTiff AI. And I wish you and your team all the best. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.